From the moment you're up, so are we. You don't have to look too hard. Our technology is everywhere. Because energy is a basic human right, a right we bring to places that previously had no energy. And for people on the move, we move raw data so that it becomes information for smoother running, more efficient cities. Every day, our world asks for more reliable power. But our resources are limited. That's why we make better use of what's around us, giving clean, sustainable energies a solid chance in the future. So while we help industry and productivity, we never forget what's at the end of the day. Not everyone knows us, and fewer may see us, but we are the global specialists in energy management and automation. We are Schneider Electric, and in everything we do, we make sure that even while you're asleep, life is on.
Kalian semuanya kebetulan di sisi kiri dan kanan saya di bagian depan kursinya masih kosong. Silakan mungkin Bapak Ibu yang duduk di bagian belakang boleh menempati kursi di bagian depan. Silakan kami undang Bapak sama Ibu silakan. Nah karena biasanya nih kalau duduk di bagian depan keberuntungan untuk mendapatkan door prize lebih tinggi biasanya. Amin ya Bapak dan Ibu ya. Baiklah. Dan tentunya pada kesempatan acara yang spesial kali ini di mana kita akan bersama-sama menyaksikan peluncuran inovasi terbaru dari Schneider Electric dan juga berbagi pengetahuan serta keahlian dengan menghadirkan para narasumber dan juga ahli yang sangat terpercaya dalam rangkaian acara Schneider Electric Innovation Day kali ini. Baik, tanpa berlama-lama lagi sebelum kita memulai rangkaian acara kita kali ini, langsung saja untuk menyapa kehadiran Bapak dan Ibu sekalian dan juga mengawali rangkaian acara kita. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Xavier Denoli as Country President Schneider Electric Indonesia. Please, Mr. Xavier.
Selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum. I come from a country where we say ladies first. So I'm going to say, Selamat pagi Ibu Bapak, not Bapak Ibu, and Selamat datang. Thank you very much for coming here. It's our pleasure to receive you on this important day in the Schneider story. The star of the day is going to be the introduction to the market in Indonesia of our latest technology that you will discover, that we call the Master Pack MTZ. I will be trying in 9 minutes and 33 seconds to set this into a context. Why are we doing and what are we talking about? Increasingly, people are not buying products. You're not buying technology for the sake of buying technology. You're buying or you are prescribing, recommending technology to provide a value to your installation or to your customers. So our master pack, that will be the highlight of the day, is part of an architecture. It's part of a combination of products, hardware, software, services to provide a value at the end of the day, to provide an augmented value and to make best use of the technologies existing today, not the technologies of yesterday. So what we have is this theme the mission of Schneider Electric in a country like Indonesia, but especially for Indonesia, our job is to power and help digitization of the economy. Those two go together, right? The past would have been only a technical speech on a product. But today we are going to combine evolution of the power, accessibility of the power, with the relevant technologies that we have access to. The present is digital. This is the first message that we want to pull through. Everything that whenever you open a website, a newspaper, any kind of information today is digital everywhere. This is called artificial intelligence. People talk about data. You all have smartphones, mobile phones, tablets, etc. You all hear about Internet of Things, right? This is not something for the future. This is the current situation. Internet of Things is simply a thing. In our jargon, it's an electrical product with connectivity or capability for connectivity for data generation or data reception. Internet of Things. It starts with good things. A thing at Schneider Electric is called a contactor, it's called a circuit breaker, it's called a relay, it's called a PLC. This is what we call a thing. So that's the present, that's what we do every day. The future, in our view at Schneider, is electric. And why do we say that? Electricity is the single source of energy that every single segment of activity is using. From the housewife or the guy in his kitchen doing the cooking, to the children at school, to the people in heavy industry, to the people in data center world, any kind of business is using electricity. And this is increasing. The reason for this is everything is supported by technology, everything is supported by increasingly software, and there is a lot of demand for digitization and data management. The perspective for the future is IT will become the biggest energy demand by 2030, which is not very far from today, right? Only 12 years. This will mean a lot of data center to accommodate everybody's need for access to data, everybody needs for access to digital. So data centers, IT, will become the biggest energy demand, and it's already visible in many, many countries. Second one is we come from a world where electrical generation was, and specifically here, done through various means, but a lot of it was with fossil fuels. Fossil fuels has got a number of advantages, but very big drawbacks for the environment. And also, it's a finished resource. What is happening as we speak is solar is going to be much cheaper than fossil. It's already very competitive today, much more competitive than what it was 5 years ago, and it will continue to increase. So why the hell do we want to do fossil anymore? And the third big transformation is electrical vehicle, EV. All the cars, motorcycles that we have today, fast forward 30 years, most of them will be powered by electricity tomorrow. This has tremendous consequences on the need for power supply, on the need for electrical distribution, on the need for having a reliable grid for electrical access. Everybody will ask for more electricity tomorrow, and it will become less and less accepted to have blackouts, to have power shortages, etc. So we believe that using the technologies of today, digital, will help us have a better power access overall for the future. Indonesia, of course, is part of this. We are in a big country with huge needs. Needs to have sustainable power for everyone. When we look at the official numbers, when we say, for example, 97% of the population has access to electricity, behind these numbers, there is a very, very big unbalance. In big cities like Jakarta, it's probably 100%, or close to 100%. The further east or remote you go, it falls down drastically. And it's not only access in an intermittent manner. It has to be permanent. So sustainable power for all is a big challenge for our country. This is where we have, with the PowerGen 35 gigawatt projects, provide enough power for the people. Infrastructure. Indonesia needs, like every new economy, all of the new economy needs stronger, better infrastructure. That means ports, airports, seaports, train, internet access, telecom access. All of this is needed and drives a lot of activity in the economy. And the third one is the digital transformation. It is here to stay, and it's transforming fundamentally everything that we do in our personal life and in your professional life. This is embedded into this program that Indonesia has of making Indonesia 4.0, making Indonesia great, not again, great. And in order to power the ambition of the country to be in the top 10 of world economies soon. This is possible. Right now, Indonesia is about the 15th largest economy in the world. To be in the top 10 is a possible access, given the resources of the country, the size of the population, young people, all the potential, but it takes a lot of work. It's not a given. It's a race for everybody. So now when we are in the electrical world, today, nobody, I'm pretty sure nobody, is thinking today of a new setup, a new building, a new installation with no digital at all. Everybody knows intuitively that those installations that will not be connectable to the internet will be like dinosaurs. They will die. Everybody is moving into that direction. In order to do that, Schneider is working really hard at providing you, wherever you are in the chain, a complete ecosystem that we call EcoStruxure. It's not a typo, it's not a spelling mistake. It's EcoStruxure, registered trademark with an X. And what this is actually a combination of several elements to allow to digitize the power distribution, digitize the automation of factories, digitize the data centers, digitize the power access through the grid. So EcoStruxure, in a nutshell, in a short time, is a platform. It's a technical platform. You will see it. And the presentation of today of this Master Pack MTZ is actually the newest element and very powerful element that we have in this layer that we call connected products. So the bottom layer is basically a connected product. It's a product that can connect to the internet or can emit or receive data. MTZ, that you will see, is at that level, right? Then when we gather data, why do we want to have data? Is to be able to have direct control onto the installation in a modern way, that is through a monitor, through a control system. In some environments it's called SCADA, or control tower or control center. It's usually on the premises of the operation, and it's to allow direct monitoring and control of the installation. There is another layer as part of EcoStruxure that is called Applications, Analytics, and Services. It's basically making best use of that newly available data to do some predictive maintenance, to do some simulation, and to be able to anticipate better the behavior of the system or the installation or the building or you name it. All this is our EcoStruxure platform, and you will hear about it several times today. It's also a compendium of the Schneider Electric expertise, what we have learned over the past years in the specific businesses that we are involved in. It's not the same thing to specify a digital system wherever you are in the oil and gas, the building, or you are in the mining sector. It has a specificity, and the Schneider people have engineered and embedded inside EcoStruxure and the products the dynamics of each of those segments. We work not alone, and you are part of this ecosystem that is mentioned here. Schneider, if you want, is a product software designer, if you want to put it this way. Using our experience, we bring these products and software and solutions to the market, and you are part of the community that is going to take these bricks, assemble them, customize them yourself for your customer or for the applications you are working on. So you are part of the development effort. We appreciate your feedback on the solutions we bring to the market to help us customize and do better bricks for the future. We also work with many very big names in the world of software in order to ensure security of the data exchange, this is called cybersecurity, and also ensure that the solutions that we provide software-wise are at the best of the market of the time. So you recognize many very big companies here. Finally, in this EcoStruxure, it is because of, or thanks to digital and software, everything that is from design stage to maintenance stage can be simulated under the form of software, and it's carried through what we call the life cycle of the installation, from the design, from the consultant side, all the way to the maintenance engineers. You can transport the same digital architecture throughout the various evolutions of the project and be a lot more efficient to be able to design, build, operate, and maintain. That's EcoStruxure in short. Sorry, I have to be a bit fast, but I hope this is understandable. So this is going to bring, what is the outcome? Why do we do this? Not because we want to be geeks and modern in a way by having digital. It's because it's really meaningful in terms of business. It brings energy efficiency. So energy efficiency is to better utilize the energy available or the energy that we need for an installation, to minimize the waste. Productivity, that's more for the industrial world, is to do a better job at sequencing the operations, minimizing the downtime so that the machines can run 24/7 with a minimum level of stoppage and with a minimum level of stop because of maintenance or poor maintenance. Reliability and safety, thanks to digital, we can investigate. A maintenance engineer can use technologies like augmented reality to go and approach a cabinet, a machine, and without touching it, getting all the electrical parameters on the screen and be able to do a diagnosis and access all the maintenance manuals online in order to do a better job without opening the cabinet and risking any problem of safety. And finally, it's sustainability, because it helps to improve the world we live in. You are there already. Most of the installations that you have today are already at least partially digitized. The problem we all have is like using Excel. If you use Excel, Microsoft Excel, you probably use less than 5% of the functionalities of the worksheet, right? But it's very powerful. Same for digitization. We only use a little bit of the data. We can do a lot better for more efficiency, more productivity, more safety. So that's what EcoStruxure is all about, to be able to move from waiting for the accident or the problem to happen and then fix it, to try to predict it. So it's from reactive to proactive. It's, for a country like Indonesia, super important. Some sites are very remote, so you can do remote diagnostic of a site thanks to digitization. You can have some indicators of productivity across multiple sites. This is called enterprise level. And you can use all the best of technology of today in terms of artificial intelligence and other software capabilities. This is powering and digitizing the economy the Schneider way. Thank you very much.